So let's talk a bit more about going into turn lanes. Oftentimes, examiner will say, okay, turn right at the next intersection, and the student right away should be like, oh, there's a turn lane coming up ahead. I need to signal and shoulder check at the appropriate time so I can get into the lane at the appropriate place, right? So if you don't signal here, you don't do your rear view mirror check, your side mirror, your shoulder check, and try to come in at the beginning of this lane, what ends up happening is if you delay your signal, let's say instead of signaling here, you signal over here, by the time you've done your mirror, shoulder check, you're over here, and now you're gliding into the turn lane in the middle of it rather than try to come in at the beginning of it, right? And so this is what we're striving for. It's not great, right? If it happens one time, maybe the examiner might overlook it if everything else goes well on the test, but they're not a fan of you coming in late into this lane if there was no reason for you to come in late. And lastly, if you are so late with your checks, or you realize that this is a turn lane late and you're coming in over the white solid line, that's not good at all. And I've even seen it where someone doesn't pay attention and they completely miss this turn lane, and then get to the intersection here and go, oh, this was where you wanted me to turn, and then they try to make the turn here, and this is just absolutely wrong because you're turning from the incorrect lane. You cut the solid white line here, that's not good, but this is terrible because you're turning right from the wrong lane, or you're not turning from the closest edge of the road. So when things like this happen, or things like this happen, they're telling me, A, the student did not scan far enough to identify that there's a turn lane here, and B, they did not prepare themselves quickly enough for that maneuver. And all of that starts with the signal. So as soon as you signal, rear view mirror, side mirror check, shoulder check, all of this, getting ready for your maneuver should take you 1.5 seconds, and then the actual turning of the steering wheel should be nice and subtle, trying to bring the car into this turn lane relatively soon.